We're live. We're going back to 95 to a song I know, but I'm going to guarantee you this. By the end of this song, I will not be able to tell you what the phrase champagne supernova actually is referring to. I'm going to do my best with the song. I know it. Of course I know it. But yeah, so I'm going to be straight up. Champagne supernova, which is referenced many times as a refrain in the song, I will not have a clue. Maybe I'll jump on something, but you guys are going to let me know in the comments. It's a beautiful song. We're going to hear it. It's a long song. So I'm going to let bits play because there's a lot of musicality in this song, which, if I remember rightly, is driven by some blues later on, rock blues. But yeah, we'll get into it. Here we go. Oh, by the way, credit where it's due. It's their channel. Get subscribed. And mine. Yeah, you can subscribe to mine. That'd be cool. Here we go. Tranquility of water. Beautiful look. Such a gentle opening, laying out an open, warm narrative. You think.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high?
This appears in the song a lot, and it's the opening of, I don't know, when we get to this, I don't think this is more of a narrative story, more of a story of space, not space as in Star Trek space, but just it's out there in the ether. And because Noel was asked what he meant by champagne supernova and the cannonball down there, he's like, I don't know, I wrote it. So not everything has a meaning. Sometimes it just fits. Maybe it popped into his head. Maybe he was in a special place. But yeah, how many special people change? How many lives are living strange? Where were you while we were getting high? I don't know if he was being sarcastic. How many special people change? When someone says, I can change. Yes, I'll definitely change. It's rare. And it's never wholesale. It's never the whole thing. But how many lives are living strange? And where were you while we were getting high? So there's a moment of loss, a recognition of loss. It looks like where were you? Where were you? Now, he could be speaking to the audience. He could be speaking to everybody. He could be speaking to an individual. So we'll focus on this being a narrative about, he's singing about people talking about a friend not being there. But why were they not there? And those special people, that's the shadow of the collective. That's Jung. Yeah, so those special people who say they can change, well, where were you when we were getting high? Yeah, because we were living life and you're this grand narrative of change. And it's as if imagine you're setting out on a journey of self-discovery and your first line is, well, all the people say they can change, those are the special people, and I was over here getting high, so where were you? When I was getting high, where were you? So there's a loss, and there's a little bit of sarcasm there, I think. Yeah.
Slowly walking down the hall, faster than
Okay.
cannonball.
Why?
Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find.
Maybe the supernova is the transcendence. Maybe that's where you'll find me when I've transcended. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. I still don't know why champagne, the cloudburst, the foam. I don't know. Maybe it's analogous to that. Maybe it's metaphorical. I'm not sure. But it's an expanding image. Yeah, because I'm looking at the lyrics here, guys. Yeah, someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. So It's a double statement there. It's like it's been crushed, but it's still transcended. Is that not buried under your own doubt? So even though he's buried in self-doubt, he can still escape, he can still transcend. That's actualization, that's individuation, that's Jung. Yeah, it's very, I hate to say the word cosmic, because I feel like I'm in 1975, 73, 72, 71, 69, you know, the whole hippie thing. But this has that feel to it. It's not progressive in that sense, because it makes sense when you listen to it carefully. And it also sounds beautiful. And Liam's voice in this is beautiful.
Caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova in the sky.
That for me is Maslow, the self-actualization. That's the transcendent moment. That's where you'll find me, because I'm going to transcend this from myself, beneath my self-doubt. I'm going to rise above it. Yeah, okay. Let me know in the comments, guys. That bluesy heart.
Wake up the dawn and ask her why. A dream, she never dies. Wipe that tear away now from your eyes.
Loss. That's real loss.
Slowly walking down the hall, faster than a cannonball. Where were you while we were getting high? Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova in the sky. Someday you will find me caught beneath the landslide in a champagne supernova, a champagne supernova. 'Cause people believe that they're gonna get away from the sun. But you and I live and die, the world's still spinning round. We don't know
So he finishes that verse in real pain. Why? We don't know why. Because people believe that they're going to get away for the summer. But you and I, we live and die. The world's still spinning round. We don't know why. That's the temporal nature of hope. And time. So no matter what happens, time will continue. Yeah, it's just, whether it's 3 years from now and you're still procrastinating, time's gone forward if you haven't. Yeah. And this promise of transcendence, get away for the summertime, it really stands in the lyrics of the song in stark contrast with that they're not going to get away, that it's not them. That there's a real need to belong in this song. There's a real need to want to find that journey out from beneath the self-doubt. And there's a sense of loss when that individual is lost. I think you could be singing about a girl. I don't think this is a love song at all. It's just an example of a relationship. As part of the story, there's people, there's a girl, there's everything. Yeah. So I'm thinking about it some more. This isn't about regret necessarily what he's singing about. It's recognizing that the promise of escape is what keeps you going forward. That's the weight. That's the weight of moving you forward, is the promise of escape, understanding you can, believing you can, wanting transfer. Because he says someday beneath the self-doubt you'll find him transcended, the champagne supernova. I'm still not sure about that, guys. You've got to help me out on that one.
special people change.
Back.
How many lives are living strange?
So it brings you back. You're still there. You're still in that time, the loop of still doing the same thing, even though you want to get away from it all. Never a single in the UK, by the way. Longest track on the album, released in Australia and New Zealand as singles. Any Australian fans out there, let me know it charted, but I know that Australia and New Zealand, I don't know why record companies do that. Maybe 7 minutes doesn't work here and they've got more patience over there. My Australian friends and New Zealanders, I don't know. Let me know, guys, if you're from that part of the world. Again. Noel's Oasis songs can be complicated in their arrangement. And Noel's always said he's not a shredder. But when he delivers that rock blues solo and Liam's angst in his vocal delivery fits the song beautiful, because this is warning you of hedonism as well. There's hedonism in amongst this, which when you go back to Cool Britannia, there was a lot of swagger amongst the Britpop gang, whatever that meant. But they were also writing good songs to warn against it. You know, Ocean Colour Scene and The Charlatans and Blur and Oasis and lots of others I can cast. There's lots, and prior to them was the Lars, and it's all out there, guys. They all rolled in, they just kept rolling forward. This was the epitome of the British music scene. This album, these couple of albums, and beyond, 6 albums, I think 7, one compilation album. How many millions? 60, 70, 80 million records sold. Going to be going up by big numbers in the next 2 years on this world tour. But you can hear the pain of it. Even though they're singing, even though he's telling you a story about it, I don't think it's a story of a particular life. I think it's more a narrative about, in the world, this is what's going on from the songwriter's perspective, that there is a promise of transcendence, and that's the promise of that transcendence is the weight that keeps you basically almost normal, recognizing it. Well, my mouse just went silly. Sorry, guys. Back to the song. Bringing it down.
How many special people change? How many lives are living strange?
So they just took you on that really painful bridge And they're bringing it down again just to remind you.
Where were you while we were getting high? We were getting high. 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 We were getting high.
That loop. That musical loop is just mirroring getting high, getting high, getting high, getting high. Even though they're recognised in the song, it's telling you, you can transcend it all, but you're still going to be weighted in that moment. Hedonism. What a great outro. It's like that drifting off. Some quick questions, guys. Supernova, does it, like I think, represent a state of being, or is it an event? Which do you think? And what is the song that echoes your landslide moment? Yeah, caught between two worlds. Is this song about escape or acceptance? Acceptance of what stays constant. So is this song saying, yeah, whatever you think you're going to do, it doesn't matter, you're stuck in this moment, whether it's getting high, whatever that is, or is it about escape, or is it both, that you can understand you've got to do both? Let me know. But most of all, if you like it, thumbs up, subscribe, comment, join me, guys. One of my favourite Oasis songs. One of my favourites. I'll link the rest of the playlist that I've done for other reactions. I don't do a lot of them, even though I'm a huge fan. I've got a signed guitar by Noel. I've got signed artwork. Yeah, but it's not something because I know them, I can't go to them every week, or it just becomes an Oasis channel. But it's a My Musical Journey channel. But there will be more. Till next time, guys, take care.